Honey, I'm home. Hello, my fellow bug eaters, for I have returned. Keep the applause to a minimum, I know I've been missed. You might be wondering where I've been. You see, much like a cicada, I do nothing for most of the year, then I show up, make a lot of noise, and leave again. In my last Yu-Gi-Oh video, I asked you all to vote for what structure deck I should review next, and I won't lie, I was terrified Dragon Maid would win. So in my hiatus, I did much research on how to avoid making a Dragon Maid video. The 3/5 compromise. You see, despite your average Dragon Maid player taking up 2 seats on the bus and eating for a family of 4, I will consider each Dragon Maid voter 3/5 of a person. You and me, we like the real shit. Not Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, I'm talking real anime, like Gurren Lagann. And with that segue, we can finally talk about Gaia is, to put it simply, based. Based on what? Probably Brazil, because this deck sucks. But it looks really cool, and with all that swag comes a weird love triangle between a man, a horse, and a dragon, like Mr. Hands if he was also into lizards. I'm just saying, in some cards you got a man riding a horse, and in others you got a man riding a dragon. Though, if I had the choice, I'd also give up the horse to ride a dragon. Pause. Gaia is pretty self-explanatory. You have a sharp stick, and the attack power to have it mean something. Most of the main deck monsters are bad, but despite that, you'll be able to fusion summon fairly often. When it comes to the fusion monsters, all of them are suffering an identity crisis the moment they hit the board. Upon impact with the field, they immediately change their name, and like that one episode of SpongeBob, everybody is Squidward. The notable fusion monsters are Gaia and Gaia. Gaia searches you Spiral Spear Strike, which allows you to do piercing battle damage and then draw 2 cards and discard 1 if you attack the defense position monster. I really like this card, and I would like it a whole lot more if people putting monsters in defense position was easier to come by. As for Gaia, he's your boss monster. He typically hits the field with 5200 attack, and as a quick effect, you can make him lose 2600 attack to pop a card on the field. Also, every time he destroys something by battle, he gains 2600 attack. This card is not good by any means, but it is really fun. Summoning a 5000 attack monster, killing something, then jumping up to almost 8000 attack hits the dopamine sensors in all the right places, and the quick effect pop is just alright, but can still be pretty useful if used properly. This structure deck also comes with a second half as well, the Blackluster Soldier cards. The game will try to convince you to mix these 2 decks. Don't. Gaia and BLS hardly mix well, and both decks function better on their own. I could cover the BLS portion of this deck in the same video, or I could instead save it for another video and milk this structure deck for all it's worth. I'm sure if you look at the runtime of this video, you'll know what option I chose. Now, once again, I open the polls. Let me know down in the comments which structure deck you would like me to cover next. In my last video, I got some really good ideas for other decks to cover later down the line, but unfortunately I won't be getting to those until after I cover all the structure decks. But, just as a reminder, I am applying the 3/5 rule to all Dragon Maid votes. So have fun getting your Dragon Maid video when I don't consider you dragon fuckers people. To everyone except the Dragon Maid community, I wish you all a very good day or night, and sweet dreams, or daydreams. I'll be collecting all the votes on Thursday, and the next video will be dropping next Friday.